They weren't sober before, they're sober now.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest mom moments.
This is fun.
You've never had actual fun, have you?
Every time I thought I had a drinking problem, I'd just get a new girlfriend who was more of a mess than me.
She's talking about you.
Just so you know, I turned out to be a wonderful person!
For this list, we're looking at the funniest moments from all 8 seasons of Christy, Bonnie, and the gang. Which mom moments made you laugh the most? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, the next Alvin.
Wow. What? The tow truck driver.
What about him?
Don't you see it? He looks just like your father.
When Christy finds her father, Bonnie is not very happy about it, and is still very angry at him for abandoning them when Christy was born. However, they eventually fall back in love with each other, only to have Alvin die from a heart attack one night while in bed with Bonnie.
He's dead.
Bonnie obviously has a very hard time dealing with the loss, but is able to distract herself when she meets Bill, a tow truck driver who kinda maybe somewhat looks like Alvin.
Is there a Mrs. Tow Truck?
Not yet.
Bonnie, taking things to the extreme, tries to turn him into Alvin, picking his clothes, getting him to like jazz, etc.
You know what else would look good on you? A leather jacket.
Ooh, I'll buy one tomorrow. Brown.
Black. Oh, and you like jazz now.
In the end, it does make him a more appealing man to their waitress.
He's out the door, baby.
It's my ex-girlfriend.
Number 9, dressed up for AA.
And turn.
Christy and Bonnie are living life paycheck to paycheck and trying to stay sober. So, when a new, rich, alcoholic Jill enters the picture, they get a bit carried away by her lifestyle. After Jill has a relapse, Christy and Bonnie pick her up at rehab and take her home, where they encounter a mansion with a tanning booth and a cinema room.
Oh, yeah. I like me a wet Brad Pitt.
Oh good, he's still wet.
Jill has a breakdown the next day when Christy has to leave to go see her children. To apologize, she buys the women expensive dresses.
I want to apologize.
Are those part of the apology?
Neiman Marcus.
Where are my manners? Come on in.
They wear the dresses to their AA meeting, and the whole scene from the walk-in to the share is very funny stuff.
Hang on, let me just step out here so I can feel closer to everybody.
Number 8, Bonnie Plunkett and Janine.
And now please help me welcome tonight's speaker, Janney.
Oh, damn.
We first meet Janine when Bonnie, attempting to avoid her ex, takes Christy to an LGBTQ+ AA meeting, only for her to run into another ex, Janine, with whom she lived in the past when they shared more than a roof.
Wow, this is perfect. Good-looking, well-dressed people, and I haven't slept with any of them.
Bonnie?
Janine?
Janine shows up one more time in season 4, and by this point Bonnie is dating Adam, who is quite intrigued by Bonnie's past and her life with Janine.
Is this gonna be an issue?
No, but I do have some follow-up questions.
He has lots of questions, and spends much of the episode enjoyably tossing questions at Bonnie about it. Bonnie, on the other hand, is less amused by it all.
How'd you decide? Coin flip, high card, game of softball?
You really need to stop talking.
Number 7, maple syrup.
Our friend just died of an overdose and you want to smuggle drugs to get over it?
I'm not talking about drugs.
Then what are you talking about?
Maple syrup.
In the season 3 episode Sticky Hands and a Walk on the Wild Side, Bonnie comes up with a brilliant money-making scheme that involves smuggling maple syrup across the border from Canada. She gets Christy, Jill, and Wendy on board, but things don't go quite as smoothly as planned when they go to pick the stuff up.
You have the stuff?
You have the money?
Slow down. I'm gonna need to taste what we're buying.
The scene in the underground parking lot plays out like a classic movie drug deal with sketchy characters and product samples.
How much does that thing weigh?
300-400 pounds.
I'm assuming you'll help us put it in the car, right?
Nope.
The funny scene is almost as good as pure Canadian maple syrup.
Any chance you have a few thousand more of those tiny squeeze bears?
Number 6, Bonnie makes amends with Alvin Lester Biletnikoff.
So what's up? Why the cryptic text message?
Well, I had some things I wanted to talk to you about, and I wanted to do it face-to-face.
I'm sorry.
About what?
I don't know, it's just a reflex.
Alvin abandoning Bonnie when Christy was just 1 day old was a terrible, awful, inexcusable thing to do.
So, Christy, what brings you here?
Seriously?
Yeah, stupid question.
But as it turns out, he wasn't the only one that had some apologizing to do.
Take it easy. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to apologize for the stuff I did to you.
Really? Wow, my sphincter just relaxed.
When Alvin comes back into their lives, Bonnie eventually forgives him. And as their romance progresses, she decides it's important to make amends for her wrongs as well. And yes, that is wrongs with an S.
How many things we talking?
About 118. But there are a couple things I did twice, so it's up to you if you want to count those separately.
The reading of the list is a hilarious scene. And the look of shock and horror on Alvin's face by the end is exactly what you would expect from someone who has just heard what he heard.
I feel great, like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah, good for you.
Number 5, not Bonnie's mother.
Well, well, well. Finally decided to crawl out from under your rock, huh? Mom. No, you brought me here. I'm doing this.
Alvin wasn't the first person to abandon Bonnie. That honor belongs to her mother, Shirley, who left her as a young child, after which she had to grow up in the foster system, never really feeling loved or protected. In season 3, Shirley, now suffering from health issues, wants to apologize and be part of her daughter and granddaughter's lives.
Bonnie, giving you up was the hardest thing and the worst mistake I ever made in my whole life.
The confrontation Bonnie has with her mother is powerful, but the confrontation she has just before it brings the giggles. You see, when Christy went to meet her earlier, she had mistaken another older lady in the coffee shop for her grandmother. And, well, Bonnie does the same thing, letting loose all her anger at this sweet older woman, who is not her mom.
I don't know what you're dying of, but I hope it's slow and painful.
She's not your mother.
You have a super day.
Number 4, Bonnie on pain meds.
Hi, beautiful.
No.
Why you playing hard to get?
Of course, it usually isn't funny to laugh at an addict who relapses, but when that addict is Bonnie, played by the wonderful Allison Janney, it's impossible not to see the dark humor in it. In season 2, a back injury leads to Bonnie being prescribed painkillers.
I'm in recovery. I have to be careful with that stuff.
So do you not want me to?
No, I didn't say that.
She tries hard to resist the temptation, but her addiction is too strong and she relapses, leading to some sad, hard times, and some chuckle-inducing ones as well.
Hi, have you heard the good news?
I have not. Come on in. Tell me all about it.
More specifically, when she not only talks to the religious men that show up at her door, but also feeds them ribs and mashed potatoes.
I'm thinking I'd kill a couple of guys. What's your church's forgiveness policy on that?
What couple of guys you talking about?
Number 3, Adam's drunk friends. When a couple of Adam's Hollywood friends, Mitch and Leanne, come to visit, Bonnie is very nervous about making a good impression.
Meeting the best friend, that's serious.
I know. I'm a little nervous.
However, the classy evening she had hoped for turns into a night of taking care of Adam and his drunk friends.
Here comes the pain!
Ah, let go of my junk!
Spoiler alert, that's why we call Mitch Professor Nutsack.
Seeing the evening play out from the point of view of the sober Bonnie and Christy is interesting, especially knowing that just a few years ago, they would have been the ones making fools of themselves. There are a number of classic moments in this episode, from Mitch's bad hand to Leanne, Christy, and Bonnie ordering food at the drive-thru.
2 large fries with cheese and a chicken sandwich.
And a chicken sandwich.
And burrito.
They don't have burritos.
Why don't they have burrito? Why don't you have burritos?
Number 2, Bonnie ruins Christy Plunkett's wedding.
Okay, that was a little over the top.
In season 3, Bonnie's new boyfriend and future husband Adam begins to feel a little neglected with all the time Bonnie spends at AA meetings and working the program. So Bonnie takes him to a meeting so he can see what it's all about. But Adam just ends up being a bit of a frustrated jerk about it all. He eventually apologizes, but Bonnie takes the opportunity to show him what she was like before she got sober.
Congratulations, Christy and Baxter! I'm next, bitches!
That ain't right.
And to do that, she shows him a video of her drunk during Christy's wedding.
Come on! I had to punch him! The bastard stole my cocaine!
Baxter, why are you taping this?
To be honest, the look on Adam's face after watching the video is reminiscent of Alvin's face after hearing Bonnie's 100+ amends.
So, what do you think?
Is there a meeting now? I'll drive you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Special cookies.
Bonnie! Oh no! Adam's here! Quick, everyone close your eyes so he can't see me!
Pot cookies are an often used plot device on sitcoms, and it often leads to some very funny scenes. On The Big Bang Theory, it gave us Raj trying to slow the Earth spinning with his mind. And on Mom, it gave us Bonnie, Christy, Wendy, and Jill having a blast in a children's playground. In both cases, the ones consuming the marijuana-filled cookies did so without knowing they were so filled.
Where'd the fancy cookies come from?
I swiped him from Adam's. I was particularly generous last night, so I figured he owed me.
Bonnie initially doesn't believe Adam when he tells her what the cookies had in them. But the second it clicks is another funny moment.
You've got to be wrong. There's no way. Oh my God, we're totally high.
It does get sad when the women worry that they've ruined their hard-fought sobriety, but today we're just here for the funny.
Do you guys realize that we relapsed in our AA meeting?
How can you be laughing right now?
I don't know. I'm trying to cry, but this is what's happening.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.